and together we are going to discuss a new project and also talk a bit about the Liberian entertainment industry. I know a lot of you, you may have been hearing the name Eddie King, and probably let's say he has been around for a very long period of time. It is just very important enough that we bring it on so that we can be able to talk about these issues regarding our industry. Important. Welcome back. Before we bring on our guest, let me say good morning to my colleague, Mr. Aliyu Masale, there from the US. Good morning, Mr. Masale.
Good morning, Stephen Malabiron. This is Aliyu Masale from Baltimore, Maryland. Glad to be here this morning. Assalamu alaikum, Juma Mubarak to all Muslims around the world. How you doing? How's the family?
Yes, I'm fine, and the family is doing well as well. And so today we have here one of the musicians here in Liberia who have been making tremendous efforts within the Liberian musical industry. Eddie King is here with us this morning to talk a bit about, his newest project, I Work for It, that we just played, for which we didn't play our team song because a lot of people were asking, why is it that we are not playing the team song? Yeah, just the entertainment segment of our show. So, we have Eddie King here today to talk about his new song. It is just very important. These are people that have been making a lot of efforts when it comes to promoting the Liberian entertainment industry. So it's just very important that we're able to bring it on. So he's here with us. I would like you to speak to him, and that after, then we bring it on.
Good morning to our studio guests, and you are welcome. So we can interact this morning, and the Liberia people can listen to you as well. Yes, once again, good morning.
Okay, good morning, Chief. All right, so we have here. Let's now cross over to our guest here. Good morning, Chief.
Shout out to you. Shout out to your mom.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, really snow.
Yeah, so it is good having you here today. When my colleague reached out.
Wait, we're speaking Siri or Gunshkwe and Kolokwa.
Yeah, I see the man. We even started sharing memos interviewing me. That's just very important. Yeah, so we are going strictly Kolokwa.
Very good.
Yeah, we that's simple English.
Yeah, no, right? It's for Liberian people. That's for Liberian.
Yeah, that's very important. So, Ellie, welcome.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Shout out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Kings FM.
Yeah,
88.5. Big shout out to you.
Thank you so much, Eddie. And it is just very good having you. First of all, before we go further, let me first say this. Let me appreciate you for your effort.
Okay.
In recent time, I have listened to a lot of your songs when I was there at Freedom FM.
Okay.
I have listened to a lot of your songs, and let me commend you for your tremendous efforts you have put in ensuring that Liberia is recognized out there in terms of the entertainment. So we have you here today basically to talk about the music industry, which we can last, and at first to talk about your new project.
Yeah, no.
I Work for It. We play this song, and a lot of people have listened to it. So let's come to this. I listened to the song over and over, and it showcases reality about the life we live today.
Right.
Yeah. There are a lot of people who sometimes question you whenever elevation comes about in life and other things. People question you or why the person get away from and other things. So that's my own perspective. Probably may have another perspective. So now let's talk a bit about I Work for It, on which you feature SRO.
Right. So I mean, the song is strictly a reality song. Something what I normally do is what's going on in my life. I don't just sit down and get motivated by beats. Okay. I sit down and get motivated by what's going on in my life. What's motivating me, like what's really occurring in my life. I mean, maybe a situation just happened, or maybe somebody just said XYZ stuff to me. That right there found that motivation, and then I do my thing.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how this whole song came about. Like you said, you nailed it right on there. I saw a young black successful guy, and meaning African, not just African, Liberian.
Okay.
You know, um, when certain things are going right in your life, they find it to you did things that you're not supposed to do in order to have it.
Okay.
In a setting, I feel like our people think only where people can be successful. You know what I'm saying? Because when you see a black man doing good, he's either doing just into them. He's either doing just, he's either in some kind of society, and either doing some kind of 419. You know what I mean? They never give a good saying like, okay, maybe he's actually a hustler. Maybe he's just a person that just like to go get it. So but this is where all that speculation came about.
Okay.
And I was like, no, I have to, I struggle.
No.
So I don't really like to express myself to people because I feel like they will talk more than me. So the only way I can tell my story is through my music.
Okay.
So I have to just tell the world, like, no, man, all these things that you guys are saying, that's not it. Everything you see here is my hard and work. I work for it.
Okay.
I had to go out there and wake up early in the morning while you guys are sleeping, and then come back to work, and we'll come back home late while you guys are already sleeping.
Okay.
So some of you partying while I'm out there
Working. Okay.
So that's where all these things come about.
Okay, so before quickly before I bring in my colleague, there are a lot of people who probably may have been hearing your songs
Right.
outside there.
Right.
Like one of the songs that I played earlier on, prior to the show coming on, that which I've been playing over and over, over and over, over and over.
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you? Yeah, so people would like to know who is, let's say, Eddie King.
So
Is it a newly into our musical industry, or he has been around for a very long time?
Well,
is it in Liberia here, or
right.
just something
So
like that?
so I would say Eddie King is a new name,
Okay.
but he's new in the industry. So literally just started making professional music
Okay.
2 years ago.
Already?
Yeah, so it's not like something that I started doing professional for so long. No, just being professional. But like I said, I've been having songs, been recording by myself, been keeping it. But professionally, it's just been in 2 years. I don't stay here in Liberia. I'm from the States.
Okay.
So yes, I'm married. Beautiful kids, a businessman,
Okay.
a go-getter. I actually do have one of the biggest lounge in Marshall.
Okay.
Called it a King Plaza. So I have a 3 building. Um, got a mini mart, got a beauty salon, and we actually do have a cigar lounge.
And so, Eddie King, probably one may argue or say, with your involvement as, let's say, an entrepreneur, probably you are focused on that.
Yes.
Instead of coming to a particular segment of our society that many people consider to be people who are involved, or probably they are less busy and doing other things. So I want to know what really enthuse you, what really makes you to get your way through the musical industry.
Okay, so let me say I got fast, very fast. It came at time, everybody putting down nonsense music.
Already?
Yeah. Oh, not even just Liberian.
Okay.
The whole world were putting that thing and I didn't want to listen to.
Okay.
So I got fair. I just go online, just order my thing and start making my own music so I can listen to.
So the whole music what you doing, I just that vestation.
That verse is not bringing it up. So now I did it. I started listening to it in my own car. I don't put it outside. I'm just sitting down. Until my wife told me I'm being selfish. Musics are too good. It don't make sense for you to be out there just for us alone. This could actually save somebody's life. Okay. This could actually be a motivation to someone. So please put it out. and that's how I actually got it out there.
Okay.
So my first song I put out, you know, it was more like a church thing.
Okay.
I canceled that already anyway. And then the second one, it was Ticket. Like I said, it's all about motivation, what's going on in my life. Okay, so
Okay, so let me bring on Mr. Aliyu Masale. He's a political analyst, at the same time somebody who believes in youth empowerment, believes that Liberia, when it comes to development, through the music industry, or let's say the entertainment industry, he's somebody who has that belief. So let me bring on Mr. Aliyu Masale. Probably he has something to say or a question from the US. Mr. Masale, you are live.
Thank you, and thanks to our studio guest. Well, I want to ask you one question.
yes, sir.
Are you ready feel now when your wife told you, oh, you can't just be making the music and you are not putting it out there? That's being selfish. And today your music are out there, people are following you, and people are listening to music, and it inspires some of them. They are like, oh yes, who this guy? So how do you really feel when you were just keeping it, and when your wife told you to put it out, and you have put it out today, and people are following them? How do you really feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel good. She was right, because right after we put out "Who Are You," the reception was crazy. It was insane. Now it's like, but this is my life story I'm putting out there. Why? So now I feel like, okay, people can relate to what I'm saying.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a blessing to actually have someone to guide you through, to give you an advice, or it's not always by saying yes sir, yes sir, yes sir to you, but if they see something wrong, they are actually there to tell you, and then you just have to listen to it at times.
Okay.
And that's what actually happening. And everybody call Eddie Kane right now. It's crazy.
Okay. All right. Mr. Masale, is there any other thing you want to say before we come back?
Yes. So yes, because the other question I wanted to ask, you already asked that question. But I want to know, was this music made in the US, or which country did you make the music? One, and number two.
What for it?
Yeah, work for it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And my second question has to do with now looking at everybody in Liberia. There are people trying to get into this music in business. So, what are your advice to some of these people, and what's your intention really when it comes to the Liberian music industry? What are your intention? What you really plan on doing to help some of your friend musicians, or to join them, or
All
to
right.
bring? What are some of
I three question you now ask me one. We'll take it one at a time.
yeah,
So so the first question is,
Uh-huh.
if work for it was made here.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, absolutely. It was so you see, when I'm picking someone to get on a song.
That's what I was coming to. I will actually ask you that
Okay.
question.
I will wait for you on that.
Uh-huh.
But the funny thing is, like, it was made here.
Okay.
The song literally was made here, right in my living room.
Okay.
Yeah, like literally. So it's not anything that is not something that I brought in. The beat, everything was made here. Just hit my picking up and got everything done. Came to the crib and we just knock it out.
Okay.
So now, what the next one? You see what I'm talking?
Yeah. So the other one you were asking, what's your advice to other people, other kids
Those
who are listening, who want to be
those that won't be
in the
musicians.
whole music game here?
Let me tell you something, right?
Mhm.
Music is not cheap. So if you broke or you have no other way to support the music and leave it for now, go work. I'm telling you, forget about music, work, make money for it.
Don't you think with what you have said, somebody listening to us has the talent but does not have the hand, will feel a bit discouraged?
Yeah, that's reality.
Okay.
Talent don't do anything right now. Yes, you can have the talent.
Okay.
But regardless on what they do, how many people go viral in a year with all these artists and talent that we actually have here, right? How many kids would really just go viral like that. So maybe we'll probably have like one in a whole year out of 100 people, and it's very poor. And in order for that to happen, whosoever that will bring you in, that means they're taking your responsibility, especially in Labrador. Labrador, our artists or upcoming or whatsoever. I told my boy last time, they don't need managers. They need help. Because if you get a manager, you're supposed to pay your manager. You know that?
Yeah.
So if you're telling somebody to actually be your manager and you can't even find full set of eating them money, how are you going to pay that my manager? So you need help. Just go and tell whosoever you need, look, I need help. So if you don't have that, it's okay for you to have talent, but be doing something that will bring you $1.
Okay.
Because that's how you will be able to get money to do anything.
Okay, so we have here Eddie King, and he's a Liberian musical artist. He has recorded a couple of songs like Holy, Please Don't Stress My Stress, Take Care, Who Are You, Evil People, and the rest of the songs, he have done. So now let's come to this. Coming back to Liberia as somebody who is based in the US, and what really motivated your peak of trust? There are a lot of musical artists in Liberia here. They are doing extremely well. Like the J-Ball, the Prophet. You have one Larry came out just in recent time. You did time, SRO, and the rest of the Liberian musician. So what really trickled your intent to have feature, SRO on the music?
So first thing I wanted is my brother. He's from the same country I come from. He speak the same dialect. So I wanted that.
Your country people listen. Call the country, man.
Grandchildren.
Okay.
So I wanted Ukraine people.
Okay.
So I wanted that first. So, and then the fact that the type of song I wanted to make that I already had in mind, because the thing that we came up with was, oh, they go good easy today. I work for it. So that was what we had first. So it was pretty much just easier. I come and begin in a studio. They came in, got you have we will flash, all they came in together in the studio, and that's how we were able to put lyrics stuff in together and get it. But like I said, we only came out, I got SIO because of the type of song. I think the very first time I told you, I said, everything you get in this life, you deserve it. Because you see, even when somebody get you in something, and they say, oh yeah, why do they do that? They didn't do it to you because of empathy or sympathy. They do it to you because they feel like you deserve it. So anything you're doing here today, getting here today, you deserve it. So if that's the case, let's get on something. Let's do something crazy.
Okay, that's fine. And I want to ask you the question. And even if you were not going to come in studio today, I have been long wishing to ask you the question to get your own response to it. When I was scrolling on social media the last time, and I saw some pictures or probably video wherein I think it was this song, a video you people were recording.
Okay.
And you people were in this African attire. And after a few hours, the whole social media were flooded. People criticizing all over. Other people have mixed views about your dress code. There are other people who say, oh, the people, they say they want to promote Liberian culture, but they're dressing the Nigerian, and all this kind of statement coming from entertainment followers. What do you have to say about people, who have said these things about your dress code doing the video recording of this particular song?
Well, we have a plot.
Okay.
When we start, before we even get started, we knew what we was going to wear here for the first scene, second scene, third scene, last scene. So it's what we went for, and that's exactly what we got. We did try though. We did try to hit up Because I know a lot of people are saying that wow, we didn't use a Liberian attire or a Liberian color, or well, we didn't use a
The people say
Liberian
you're
designer.
behaving that one or Igwe King, Prince, and
Look, I'm Eddie King.
okay.
I am a king, so I have to dress like one. I have to be one.
Mm.
Okay. In Nigeria, they call me the LRB Odogu.
Okay.
So I am Eddie King. Yeah, there's only one, and that's me.
Okay.
You feel me? So it is. We went for what we wanted. Technically, okay. Let me jig you a little bit.
Mm.
Um, we did go to few Liberian what the place name? The places that they can sell the African clothes.
Okay.
We did go there. We saw. We didn't see what we were looking for,
Okay.
and they were a little bit expensive.
Mm.
Not even a little, because we actually have a budget also. So, and it was not trying to work with us.
Mm.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, we had to attack and do what we need to do,
Okay.
and we actually hire another Liberian teller.
Okay.
And he did what he's supposed to do.
Mm.
So hey, I mean,
Okay, that's fine. I just needed you to provide this kind of update so that our people who are following us can be able to get an insight of exactly what I'm talking about. But let me bring on Mr. Aliyu Masale once again. Probably he has a question or maybe a concern or something he wants to talk about as we move forward. Yeah, Mr. Masale, you are back.
Thank you. Yeah, first of all, my first concern had to do with Liberia as a country. I've been there, I go there. And even when you go to, I don't know now, but when I was there constantly, is that when I go 1 month, I sit in my hall, I barely goes around. But the issue about Liberians, when you go sometimes, you even driving, passing by nightclub, people go to nightclub, you don't really see them playing Liberian music. I don't know now. But when you go to other countries around the world, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, anything, you go to a nightclub, you listen, even to the radio station, they promote only that country music. And in Liberia, I don't know if things have changed, but this thing were not happening there. So as a musician coming up, what's your advice when it comes to that?
no, right now it's different.
Mm.
It's different right now. Yeah. Right now, club entertainments or anywhere where they will play like 20 Liberian songs, and then they play two foreign songs.
Mm.
Like it happening, nah. And I believe because we are putting out good contents now,
Okay.
so we're not just putting out things that will not shake a body, or that will not do things. So it's different now. Like before, I can't even talk much about that, because like you will go to a club and you will see a DJ Sama, DJ Supreme, the DJ Mayor. They will literally play, you know Liberian songs for like straight 30 minutes
Mm.
before you get me infuse one or two other for them, and before they even go back to, and I like what they are doing now, because even now we that owns club or lounges, we decide to have days for certain music. So we would probably just work on and say this on my piano night, and all you hear is on my piano, but that don't means that you're not gonna hear Liberian on my piano in that. You're still gonna hear Liberian on my piano in that. So hey, big up to all our DJs out there, man. They are doing what they need to do, and they are promoting like Liberian music now. So
Where actually do you see the Liberian music industry going in the next 5 years to come, or even a decade to come?
it will be different, and it all start now.
Okay.
So that's the thing, because uh, this is why Nigerian industry blew. They started with reality. They started telling their
That's
stories
sorry. Okay.
inside their music, like Timaya, like Terry G, like all those guys, right? That's those type of song people want to feel. Now, honestly, I started this thing a long time ago.
Mm.
But if you are now in the spotlight, people will not see it.
Okay.
But everybody was only singing about woman and money and how flexy that it can be, tuma, you know what I mean? All that thing people were singing about until we actually start to talk and talk about real life. Now this upcoming artists, or not no more upcoming, but these artists that came out now that are trending now, they follow that.
Okay.
Now it make everybody else's now want to just do that now. They not just want to just get in studio anymore and get a vibe. They want to tell a story. What are that true story? The fact is you are telling a story in every song now. So, and that's what will take us there.
So this whole music thing, or the Liberian music industry, began from somewhere. Coming to the time, there were people who there head on the ground. They were so strong, ensuring that they do everything they could but then to ensure that the musical industry comes to this state where we have people like Ellie King, who one time got vexed and said, I want to do music. We have J Boy the Prophet, Little Mo, and all these guys now, they are trending. So if somebody were to ask you, you should name your 5 best and favorite Liberian musicians, who will you name?
It's crazy because no, but it's not hard.
Okay.
Because these are people that I listen to every single day. Okay. I mean, like, I will not go a day without listening to that.
Okay.
So I will not go a day without listening to Eddie King.
Eddie King.
He enter my car.
Okay.
Eddie King. Ask them.
All right. Okay.
Flash.
Flash.
That's
Okay.
my picking. Will Flash. Little more.
Little Mo.
SAO.
SAO.
And if I will add one more, it will be a legend. CIC.
CIC. So these are your 5 favorite musicians.
Well, these are people I listen to often.
Okay.
People that are like, I have to listen to 1, 2 of a song every day before my day ends. And always start with Eddie King first. And then we'll move on. They're probably going to end with Eddie King as well.
So Mr. Masale, go ahead very quickly before let me get plenty of freestyle to do for all here today. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Masale.
I want to ask a question in regards to one of our followers in the comment section, Clay Rich. So I want to know, what would be your advice to some people in the country and even out of the country? Because right now, like you said, the lyrics, the content of your music has started changing. It's not like before. Because for me, I barely used to listen to Liberian music beside the gospel, because their lyrics, everything is about women. But as you said, and I'm following some of them now, the lyric had changed, the content of your music. So what would be your advice to some Liberians in and out of the country who sees musicians coming up? They are putting out good music, and they have the money, but they don't want to support these stars that are coming up. Like you see Nigeria, Sierra Leone, America, around the world. People see people coming up and they put money into them, but we don't see this thing happening in Liberia. So as a musician, some of your friends, why it will be your advice to those people that have the hand that's supposed to help and they don't want to? At the end of the day, you just come out and you die because of support.
It's not about not wanting to. Like, sometimes you can want to, but in who? Our people then, they are, our beginning are coming up, they are not loyal. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to use you for that moment, get what they get, what they actually want. And when you put them, maybe they were here, when you lift them or smaller, they not even all the way up, smaller, let this start to challenge you. So it's not like you don't want to, but you don't want to take your money and put it in. It's greater investment. What if I put $10,000 in a kid? How much, or when will I at least try to even get my money back? How long it would take me for me to get that my $10,000 back? So the thing about what Liberian people, they want you to put money and don't expect. As a business person, I would never do that. I don't care what that is. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like investors or people don't want to do those things, but when you have done it 2, 3, 4 times and you got nothing back, now the next time you want to do it, you want to say, if I put dollar inside, at least I'm gonna get $50. If I can get the $50, I'm not doing it. It's investment. It's money. It's like you sending your child to school for her to become a nurse, right? You are investing in her, in your future also, because once she graduates and she started to make good money, if you don't have it, she will be the one to take care of it. So that's those type of investments. That's why you see Nigerians are doing. They don't just leave. When the people invest inside them, they're picking it down. They don't just leave. After they have one hit, two hit, they don't want to separate right away. They stay because they still want to learn. They still want to grow. Our people then are big here. 2, 3 children and tell and say, oh my, and then they not reach. They not enter where they're supposed to enter. When they're supposed
they
to,
are so complacent.
yeah, now when they're supposed to do certain things at certain time, or when they're not supposed to be at certain place at certain time, they will go there. They're not following protocols no more because they feel now they are big dogs. So and no father, because if you are investing, or especially if you decide to manage somebody, right? They're more like you are more like a father figure, or or a parent to them. So if your child don't listen to you, a child always doing it, you say, okay, you know what happened? You know you on your own. Learn from your mistake and you let them go. But our brother and lawyer, they're not waiting to be there with you from teen until you get there to set in a certain place.
Okay, all right. So you are listening to his Eddie King. And we are talking about a lot of the issues here about the Liberian music industry, and also his new song, "I Work for It." One day he featured the man SIO on this particular, song. And we are talking about that this morning on the entertainment segment of our program, Issues in the Society. We discuss a segment of the society, political issues, economic issues, as well as the entertainment industry of our people, because we have the belief that through this industry, our country, like other countries around us here, Nigeria, Ghana, and Guinea, and also Sierra Leone, through entertainment, you see a lot of segment of their country is being developed. So Elikin, before probably we'll go to the telephone lines. There are 2 things we would like to do for us here. Our freestyle 1, 2. You're someone who a lot of people, from your explanation, other people are sending me text messages to ask you this question. They are now referencing you to like one Don Jackson, I think in Nigeria, right? Who I think after certain period of time brings a certain musician. Ricardo Banks, and and the rest of the musician, Tiwa Savage. So people are now asking, are you the next Don Jazz in our country here?
No.
Are you working towards that to bring our artists?
No.
Why?
I'm not doing it.
Why? If you really believe
you
that,
know why? I don't see how I will benefit from it.
Okay.
First, I gotta see it. If I put my money inside, for people okay, me come down to bloggers or just people around, in the community or whatsoever. Like, in this life, you have to tell somebody something about you before they take it anyway.
Okay.
Somehow, somewhere, you got some type of information gotta be given out, right? So that's where it came from. It came from, okay, talking all the things, you running your mouth. I'm the same person that told you this thing. So why are you running around with A when I didn't want to tell you A?
Okay.
You're making a photo all over the place today. I'm waiting for.
Okay. All right. So he's Eddie King. He's here with us. We are talking about his new song, I Work for It, featuring SRO and other, important issue regarding the Liberian musical industry here. And he's providing a lot of education, guardians, but most especially people who are out there, young people who are out there who want to get into the musical industry, giving them guidelines what to follow, what to do in order to, become a successful musician. So before we go to the telephone lines, 0772239933, 0886304497 or 0777980375. Probably there are a lot of you following us out there who would like to have something to tell our guests in here, probably regarding his song and also the Liberian music industry. So before we go to the lines, you cannot keep putting your calls in. We'll take your calls. So we would like for our guy here to give us some freestyle, beginning with the song "Who Are You?" Then we end it up with "I Work for It." Yes. So
I've tried to stay myself from you, and you're the thing that you pull me through. I can even want to misbehave, but I don't want to be like you. Oh no. How you will call me your brother, beyond me, you crushing my Jew. All the love and the care I was showing, you treat me that don't carry. So like, who are you?
Who are you?
To tell me what to do.
What to do?
You finna carry money or a ranch, a party fool.
Show. So you just listen to that freestyle. That's just very important. I told you that's my favorite song, right?
Oh yeah.
I'll keep vibing on that song, vibing.
Yeah,
So let's not cross over to the song I Work for It.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you freestyle on that?
One day, everybody forced to know my name. One day, I will be the one to pay to see. But by that time now, don't waste my time calling me un pala money just to keep me on the line. Like it made it, you say money for him, back for grand. Oh, nobody won't be wasting time. I think let it know you. You can tell me to the power thing I owe you. Carry my story on your head and let me do you. Amen. I say don't get fair. I know that you can. You don't follow my everywhere. All the good things you see here today. The lake car driving here today. Travel overseas, my music everywhere. I say everywhere. So why you getting back? I work for it.
Oh yeah, definitely. All what we are doing here, what you see half, you actually worked for it. And telling people your story. They see people who you tell your story to, they will add it that they won't discover that particular thing. They will be carrying all around. Oh yeah, so Liberian music is doing better. It's just very important. So 0772239933 or 0886304497 or 0777980375 are the numbers to call, and I'd like to hear from few people out there. After that, then we can take leave of our guests here to jump into other issues here to be talked about. So that's just very, very, very much important. So let's get this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You are live. Go ahead. We have Eddie King with us here. You listen to him.
Yeah, man. Okay, so yeah, I want to say thank you to Eddie P. For the
Wait.
The man are Eddie King.
Not my needle.
The man is Eddie King.
Eddie King?
Big King.
Okay.
King.
Okay. Okay, I read a while and say about bringing somebody on and then something because he said he got somebody bringing also. I want to say bravo to him for saying the truth and become a reality. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, one love.
All right. Thank you so much. 0772239933 0886304497 0777980375. We are here premiering the song. I wait for it. I get this other person. Hello. You are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, Condom. Tell my son, thank you.
Okay.
Bless me. God give me strength. God call me somebody. I'm not saying for people go out higher level.
Amen.
That would give in again long life and God bless you.
Blessings, man. Blessings. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Let's take 2 or 3 more calls here. Then we'll go back to our guests. Close up. We have other issues to talk about. But before then, let's read a text message. Says in response. So what Eliki probably the question that Mr. Masalia asked, the person says he's Clay Richards. He said because Liberians are not supportive. Secondly, the morning boys in Monrovia, Liberia, who have the morning, which is the farmers do not want to spend their morning thinking they won't get it back. But just for an example, see Nigeria, see Ghana, and other African and American countries. Those guys support their own. All right, the person says it. And we have here Abeningo Basi also following us. And Rachel says, I live in the Ivory Coast of 6 years and Guinea, Conakry for 5 years. You won't hear any music, like any other country music on the airwave except in the club because these digs, jackals, that is the DJs, promote their own musician mostly. The Ivory Coast, you would never listen to no other music besides Ivorian music. All right, so Eddie, we are out of time. We have had you here for a very long period of time, and yeah. So while we stay away 1 or 2 calls, let me get over to Mr. Aliyu Masaleh. Probably he has something to say before we get your closing comment. Mr. Masaleh, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks to our studio guests for coming, and I wish him all the best and what he's trying to do for the Liberian people. And we look forward to seeing him another day, and we pray that he should be able to at least work with other Liberian musicians that are coming up, at least so they can all join together. Liberia is all we have. United, we parted before. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much, Mr. Aliyu Masaleh. We have here, I'm so sorry, I brought on Solomon Baka Reeves. He had been at the bar stage. I just brought him on. And Mr. Reeves, good morning.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to the king.
The king is in the studio here. The man, you know the thing, the man are king, then the man in king studio again.
Yeah, go ahead. The exciting thing about it is I gave them credit. You know, I don't know, most of our musicians now, I'm hearing their music and things like that. Look, the reason why we are the way we are, because I heard you talking about why Liberian were criticizing because they were wearing Nigerian attires and things like that. Look, everything that people do, they look at the continent and not just the country. And if there is a country that is really representing the tradition, whether through wearing or food and what have you, that's why a lot of people gravitate towards. So I did not see any problem with that, and we need to graduate from that. Look, the reason why Liberia is the way it is, when we were doing music, people did not like Liberian music. They always listen to American music. Back in the 80s, everything was Cool Again or Michael Jackson and all those stuff. So anybody that would play like Liberian music, they don't really pay attention to that. There's a guy by the name of Lawrence Cleopo, and we used to practice together on the bypass. Of course, my dad didn't like for me to go into music, but to cut everything short, there was no support for our musician. Of course, Molly Doris and the other people, they tried, but they did not go the way even the Nigerians are going. Why? Because everybody was depending on America for music, for rice, for everything. So it is just a new thing that these young men, they are bringing about, and I like the king's view. If we don't prioritize our music to make it into a business, then nothing gonna happen. In Liberia, everything is free. And then when you give free, at the end of the day, you don't have to give. Then they start laughing at you. Oh, look at the man who said he was a musician. So I really appreciate that, and I think we can have you on most of our platforms so that you'll be able to educate our Liberian people, even those that are here in the United States. So I really want to thank you very much for that. I know we did a song, Africa the Victim. Africa the beautiful, Africa the motherland, Africa the victim. We did our music. Of course, foreign people like the music. Our own Liberian people didn't like the music. We went to Club Kennedy in Washington, D.C., Maryland, Baltimore. Few of our people, they like that. But most of the Americans, most of the other people, they like the Afrobeat, the kind of flavor that we have. In Liberia, we now let that, and we are getting there. And I want to give kudos to them who are trying to make Liberia to respect Liberian stuff, to make sure that we love Liberian things. Even on our own radio station in Liberia, most of the time we don't promote Liberian music. Only a few stations can play that. So it is a challenge that all of us we need to change that game so that people begin to like our music and whatever. Of course, there are some musicians when they start and they play that maybe 2 chords of music or 3 chord music, and it sounds a little bit good. They say, "Oh yeah, they are musicians," and then they do away with people that are bringing them up. And exactly what we used to go through. That's why the king is talking about. It is not strange. That is the Liberian way, and we need to graduate from that so that people will know who we are, so that we can do best what we know how to do. Thank you, Eddie. I really appreciate that.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
And Mr. Sonny, and I really appreciate it. And to actually add up about a whole dress code thing, right? The people talking about we got away from our culture. What is our culture? Even us here right now in the Liberia, we're not even producing our own rest. We still, you understand what I was saying? Everything that you actually eat or do is foreigner, and we actually have all resources here to make our own, but we decide to not do it. But yet you complain about somebody wearing an attire. You understand that? We gotta really get away from that.
Okay, all right. So quickly before we take leave of you, you listen to the few callers and also my colleague as well, and other thing, probably something you'd like to say we never talk about. Just in 2 minutes, you can talk about that, and then we take leave of you.
Talk about what? Sorry.
You know what did I tell you, man?
Oh, my closing point.
Yeah, you need to close up now.
Yeah, no. Well, so I have a new song out today on Audio Mad, featuring the Scrapper in Auto. I'll go ahead and scream it, man. Just look for Eddie King, EDDIEKING. This is, if you're talking about culture, you're talking about support, you're talking about using our own thing, this is our sound. This is a Liberian sound. This is our Liberian native language that we actually speaking and sinking in. So there shouldn't be an excuse as to why you guys are not streaming that song. Okay. Be King on a song. Be SIO on a song. You go ahead and tell me who is show on it. Yeah. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You tell me who is show on a song. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. So Eddie, thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You know, it is good having you here. It was good having you here, actually. Besides, talking about this particular song, there were a lot of things that we talk about in regards to the growth of our music industry, right, and also the development of upcoming artists, young artists, and that's just very important. So it is good having you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. So you listen to him. He's Eddie King, a Liberian musician. He has been doing extremely well. He's been releasing a lot of good songs for our people. And it was just very, very important that we bring it on the entertainment segment of our program here this morning. So we are taking a very short break. When we come back, then we bring you other issues here to talk about. This break, then we'll come back.
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighter. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they eat their man, they change their mind. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they came their ground, they changed their mind. When they came their ground, they changed their mind. What kind of people they see? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they see? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters. Freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They are freedom fighters. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, yo, ayo, ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Music. Aha. Wani madianye waraba monyonyu weyan. Wani madianye waraba monyonyu weyan. Ya wana wa kuna ngira. Wasia wa bebia. Wana wa kuna ngoma. Wasia wa bebia. Jena be monya be nyaka. I'm a freedom fighter. Oh, I'm a
Okay, all right, so we want to say welcome back after this very short break. It is just good. Mr. Masale, are you there?
Yes, TV, I'm here.
Okay, that's fine. Solomon Baka Reeves, hope you are there as well.
I think you can see me.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's very important. And let me appreciate you people for always your support to the the entertainment industry of Liberia. That's just very, very much important. We had a segment of our program, and now with just a few minutes to go, there are other national issues to talk about. Yes, that which very, very much important. So let me now cross over to Mr. Masale. In recent time, Mr. Masale, you have been furthering. You people have been following the trends of issue, the protest by, some commercial drivers in our country here, and also members or workers at the transport ministry against this particular, contract awarded to a Lebanese company, the Liberia Transport Management, and there have been a lot of concerns. There have been a lot of issues raised by citizens in regards to this particular issue. This coupled with other issue, with the little time we have now, let me just bring on you people so that you can be able to give your own perspective about this issue. And we dive more into that on Monday by the grace of God. So let me bring you on first, Mr. Aliyu Masale. Then thereafter, we cross over to Mr. Solomon Baka Reeves.
Yeah, thank you there. Again, good morning, Solomon. Yes, I was just thinking what's going on Wednesday we didn't see you. They didn't see you on night time being true off. So I was there. What's happening?
Actually,
they help me get you stuck. Yeah. Well, glad to see you here this morning. Yeah. The issue about the whole transport ministry thing that is going on, I ain't really getting it because the problem, this is something for me in my mind. I think this is something that people should be drinking here and there. For the fact that, before I go further, I want to say, yeah, good morning to my friend, brother Henrico Masali from Grand Kid Makante in your long time. Hope you are doing good with the family. Yes, it's nice to hear from you again today. Sorry for that. Quickly back to the issue. This whole thing, the Unity Party came to power because Joe we are messed the country up. To fix the country.
That's the Liberia traffic management, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. So now, if there was a concession signed by President Weah in 2018 about the whole traffic management, LTM, LTMR, LT, whatsoever it can be, and this government that came to clean the mess of George Weah. And looking at such concession, not in the interest of the citizen and even the country. Because you giving these people like 25 years, and why you going to get, we hearing about, say, 40 million or whatsoever. And you get your transport ministry that even they can even say, give you 40 million in less than 25 years. So what's the essence of forcing to implement this conception, excuse me, that the previous administration signed, and you know it is not going to be in the interest of the Liberian people. Now we are seeing people are protesting that they will be losing their jobs and what have you. They are protesting, going to the House of Representatives. They are all in the street. And people are saying, oh yes, we had to implement it because it was signed by the previous administration. You looking at something that was signed by the previous administration that is not in the interest of the country and its citizens. It is forced for you to implement. So why the mess that you came to clean? Because if it is true that this concession was signed by Josh Weah and the way they are talking about it, then that's a complete nonsense that don't need to be implemented. To rectify it, go through a thorough day and say, no, this is not good for our people. We can't allow this. We can allow you to do this one, but this one we can't allow you to do it. Like giving, like in America here, only the state is charged with the responsibility of giving out the driver license. But this thing started, we start seeing Gregory Kumo signing driver license and other things. Like, you know, Liberia, anything happen, that's the time people can come to quote all the constitution, all the articles and things. So you will see people will be quoting other traffic law, the other constitution that back this. And it don't just make sense. When you people are completing project, dedicating them, you can call George Weah name, then George Weah project, that your project, that your daily work. But when it comes to implementing back concession deal, you'll say, oh yeah, George Weah did it, so we had to implement it. Why you couldn't maintain the people that were intention like George Weah put there, but you had to get them out. But when he signed a back concession, that's the one you will be forced to implement. Or because you people are getting kickback. And I can't say I won't believe what those protesters are saying that Gregory Kumo is getting 9% share. They're talking about the justice minister. They're talking about other government officials. Each and every one of them are getting their share for their concession when it go through. And the way in which I see Gregory Kumo is carrying this thing, I 100% believe what they are saying.
Okay.
Why are you so anxious? When you go sit down, you're doing advertisement on this. I was just looking at a video here how they were chased in the street yesterday, late LTM people. They went somewhere and they were chasing them. They started getting in their car. This is not good. I heard that the Senate is telling the executive to make sure the people, they should carry on the concession, hearing that the House of Representatives put or stay order only. They invited them, I think 1 or 2 times. They have not yet gone to their court, and all of these things happening. Liberia is all we want. Joseph Baka, you continue to say we need to give job to the youth, because if we don't do that, they will go to our houses, they go to our offices. You try to rectify this agreement when it is in the interest of the citizen and the country, fine. If it is not in the interest, hell no. Because some of all what we heard about this agreement, the first one we heard about these people coming to install traffic lights, they coming to be putting cameras everywhere, they coming with their tow trucks and things. Can you imagine? Or Solomon, I don't know about your state, America, like one country, all the states get different laws, but I'm hearing just an emission test, people will be paying $200. Just days ago, Joe Tony says I did my emission test on my Highlander SUV. How much I pay $14? So how we just on emission, even the truck in America here, I stand to be corrected, Solomon, but I don't even say 10 or 10 tire or 14 tire, 12 tire truck can pay $200 for emission. And you people are talking about emission test alone $200. And you're restricting people to one insurance company in the country. Only you people they should go and get insurance for. What can I do is that, so what become of all the other insurance companies? They will be shut down. And those people that are working there, they will lose their job. Unemployment rate increase, hardship increase. So this whole concession, they need to go through it. If it was signed during Georgia administration and this thing we are hearing, then that was a useless agreement signed by George Weah, and they shouldn't implement it. Because if people are going to go in the government in 25 years, the transport ministry can produce that money in less than even 6 to 7 years. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Aliyu Masale. As I said earlier on, we are going to give our own perspective, in-depth perspective about this particular issue. The Senate has intervened, and so we are looking forward to the next decision. But now, in recent time, I would like you to speak about this issue as well. There are a lot of people, coming up to speak out their minds about the CDC-led government. And many of those people is one of the prominent persons who worked in the Weah administration, the Solicitor General, Councillor Seaford. In recent time, he came up to, give his own experience about how the former president led the country, about how the former president interacted with people in his cycle and how he treated other people who, according to him, supported the government. And so, what's your own perspective on statement coming from Serena Seaford, who is a sanctioned official of the CDC government, who later on resigned? What's your own perspective about this thing he has said?
Thank you, Stephen. First of all, Serena Seaford, with all due respect, these are some people I don't even say, the way they carry themselves, I can't even say respect them. Because you work with Josh Weah for 6 years, and all of this nonsense that you just outlined, how Josh Weah, he was only giving job to people with inner cycle. Later on, you see, even people that are with Josh Weah, they were not giving job. All those stupid contradiction. I'm not up for that nonsense. But first of all, you work with Josh Weah for 6 years. What are the records? All of these things that you outline, did you one day call the cabinet that around the president, the finance minister, maybe people like Nathaniel McGill, other ministers, to even say hold a meeting with them, closed door meeting, to say these are things that is happening in the government, and I don't think this is going to be good for us. This is not what we were voted for. Did you do anything of such? But you work with George Weah for 6 years, you sat over there, you kept your mouth shut. And after the 6 years again, he was running for re-election, you were campaigning with him for him to be re-elected. So if George Weah were to win again, all of these things that you outlined, you are going to sit there and keep your mouth shut After 6 years again, maybe 2029, when he no longer in power, then you can open your mouth to talk. Only those beheaded chicken, stupid people will want to give ears to Mel and Serena C4. I see it as an enemy of the state. Because for the fact that I voted for Solomon, I campaigned and supported Solomon won election. And I was working with him. I saw all this wrong that Solomon was doing. I didn't call it attention. I didn't call Stevie. I called Israel for us to sit down and say, oh, Solomon, this is not good. But I kept quiet. But because Solomon no more in power, and I'm out of job, I need job, then I'm coming now to say I'm speaking on all the wrong that Solomon was doing. Does that make any sense? These are people, yesterday I listened to him on OKFM when Kaskawa Gray was asking him, and he was saying CDC is a way of life. You said all of these things about Josh Weah, but you were still supporting him 2029. Why were you were still supporting 2023 election for you to be re-elected? Why were you doing that if you knew he did all of these things that were not good? Why did he say CDC is a way of life? So you can't live without CDC. So you were only there because that's how you were getting a living. Like nonsense that people can say you had to work at the will and pleasure of the president. That we know the president is supposed to abide by the Constitution. Solomon is the president. Ali Masale is a minister. I see Solomon doing something that is not even in line with the Constitution. It's not even in the interest of the citizen, and it is not even say good. This is not what we've campaigned for. This is not what Solomon was voted for. And Solomon doing this thing, of course, Stevie and other people will approach Solomon. This is not good for our government. Because while I'm looking at my integrity, my character tomorrow, people will say you were there. Why did you say? So I make sure I call Solomon attention 2-3 times. If Solomon cannot change, I will speak. Not because I work in the government, because tomorrow people will say, when you were there, why did you say? What I get to say. But because of government job, people will share their integrity and their character. They will step there, they don't say anything. Then when they leave from power, they come into talk. Right now, the way Joseph Baka is proceeding, nobody talking, they are praising him. So you think when Joseph Baka now in power, I will can't listen to Mo Ali when you're talking nonsense, Joseph Baka did this. I'm not stupid enough to even say give him ear.
Okay.
Take it to be something, oh yeah, because United Party people now, oh CDC falling, their own people have started exposing them. I see as enemy of the state, because if you were there, George Weah was doing all of these things, you couldn't speak against him, but now maybe he was somehow coming for or taking some hacking Jew, he was not to himself, because if he in a right mind, he can't talk this nonsense. So that's just say on that.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Aliyu Masale. Let's now cross over to Solomon Baka Reeves. Solomon, you have been following this Liberia traffic management saga, both from the Ministry of Transport and also from the commercial driver in recent time who protested. And their action one way or the other affected a lot of people who are wanting to move to one place to another, calling on the Liberian government to ensure that this particular deal does not work in alignment with what workers from the Ministry of Transport have said, that it would deprive the country of enough revenue, and also a lot of people who are employed at the ministry there, we lose their job, among other things. There are a lot of things they talked about. So let's get your perspective on this, and also the statement coming from the former Solicitor General, Mr. Seaford.
Thank you very much. And again, sometimes when I'm speaking, other people, maybe the way I talk, I start also sometimes maybe my words don't connect. People have problem with some of the stuff that I say, which it doesn't really bother me, because when people misunderstand you, that's what I would say. Look, the problem in Liberia, I say 20% of the problem is from the government that we put in place. 80% of the problem from the people who put the 20% in power. Why am I saying that? the 80% that put the people in power, if you are getting your bread, maybe they buying get away or donuts, and if they are doing the rest of the worst thing, it doesn't bother you until they step on a kitty. Then you say, "Oh, we're gonna protest." Look, uh, Liberia was a farmland, or is a farmland for those who said they restructure the country. And when we talk about the settlers, they say, "Oh, that many years." Of course, many years. When you learn something, and it becomes part of you. That's what it is. You may not use the word Congo today, but it becomes an ideology, and that is the ideology that people carry on. Most of the time, our people come and say, "Oh, it is my own time to chop." So, government job has been like our farm. So we have to work there. So if you are not working there, then you have problem with it. But when you are working there, you don't have any problem. Those people who working with the traffic uh, ministry, they are saying this because they are affected directly. We know very well that if the government put the people and the country first, the government will never give such a program to any company. Or if the government going to hire a company to privatize the traffic ministry or department or agency, what the government would do is that they will be in full charge of certain security areas, and then those people will be monitored. But it is not like that. Government will be able to have more in it than having less in it. So in this one, government is not in charge, and those who we put in power, the 20% that we put in charge, w- one way or the other, they are benefiting. Either they have a certain connection with those people and they're getting some sort of money from there. And then if you touch that business, you're touching them. One of the former lawmakers of Riverside County, uh, at one time they went and they gave about, I think, what, 337 hectares, I mean, 1,000 hectares of land to certain company that the late Sawyer was a part of. His wife, they were part of that particular company. And when we went there, because of course we were investing in Riverside County and all of those stuff, and I was part of the elder for that particular town. So they brought their concern, and I said, "Do you know hectares? What is the difference between hectares and acres?" And they didn't know that. I said, "Okay, then you go define it. When you understand it, then we can tell the honorable man." They went to define hectare, and they look at, oh, about 2.54 acres equal to 1 hectare. So if you multiply the 370 something thousand hectares, if you multiply that, it's the almost the entire land for the people, so that nobody will be able to farm over there. So I'm saying this, and then people, they themselves, because they gave them 1,000 to build some kind of town hall, they were against some of us that were speaking up, and they were speaking in favor of that book of a company that does not exist anymore. I'm saying this to say that when Liberians are benefiting from it, they don't care about the rest of the other people, and this is what is going on. Uh, President Boakai administration, they were criticizing we as administration. Most of the other people, because they know that President Waka was going to win. So all the other good things that President we were doing, they stood against it. So in short, all of those things that they're doing is not going to yield any fruit, because most of those lawmakers, they are one way or the other benefiting from the various companies that the people have. That particular traffic company is not the only one. When you go to Firestone, the rubber plantation, you go to ArcelorMittal, you go to even those Lebanese guys that are selling. Majority of our 20% that we have in power, they have some sort of, they gain some sort of benefit from those people. And what do? They protect them to the maximum. The story that I was telling you when I was talking, I did not say anything. But when that particular senator was going through the town, and I was in that town that day, and he started saying to people, anybody that would interfere with my interests, you would get me. And he was saying because the company was his interest, so nobody should say something against it because it was in his favor and what have you. And today, it remained. When Sharp came, we explained the same to Sharp. Nothing she did and all of that because all of them that are in the lawmaking, they have their hands in it. So those people can cry, they can do everything they're going to do. It's not going to change anything because we don't prioritize Liberia. We prioritize our little benefit that we gain from any lawmaker. We support them. But if we know that the people not doing what is right in the interest of the country, then we can change them because we put them there.
Yeah, very quickly. Because we have a next program coming up. So just give your own perspective, just a meaning on this issue that has to do with Councillor Seaford.
Okay. I did not listen to the speech, and he's not saying anything different.
Speech, actually, it was something that he posted.
Okay. I did not read it, and what have you. But what he said is nothing strange. The people over there, that's their job. And you got to protect your job. If Ellen Johnson Sirleaf tenure is moving and I want to differ with Ellen so that I can get something in the incoming government, I will speak against Ellen. All the other stuff that I was not speaking against when I was working with that administration, I will not say it. So it is a norm in the country. People will deflect from this party to this party. That is a norm. They're looking for their living. And that's what I'm saying. 80% of the problem in the country from the Liberian people, the common people. 20% of the problem from the lawmaker. Because if we were not to support them, they will not do what they do. Today, you say, okay, you know what? Let us ask. Challenge the government. What they are doing is wrong. You will see we'll be divided because Sese is gaining from this particular lawmaker, and so Sese will be in favor of that, and the rest of the other people will not be in favor until we come together. The same way those lawmakers they can come together when it comes to putting an act together illegally so that they can rightfully gain privileges, what are that money and all those stuff. They are together. Even if it calls for them to remove another a lawmaker that is actually against their will, they will do that. They are together. But when it comes to us, when we say they say, oh, why they say on King's Affair, don't mind no people, and they will go and react with what we say, and at the end of the day, they confuse the Liberian population, and this is a serious problem that we have. What he said, that is the right thing to say because that's how people do it. He's looking for a credence, and that's why he's getting that so that he can go to now the ruling party, and tomorrow when the ruling party is out, he will be speaking against it. That is the norm in Liberia, and we need to change it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Solomon Barker Reeves. It is just very important. I'm sorry we are not taking call because we are already out of time. Mr. Lee Masada, just a few seconds, just close up very quickly. Let's close up the show.
Yes, that's it. It was a nice show. Let's enjoy the weekend, and Monday we come back, and when we come back Monday, we are going to go deeper into this whole fast and prayer thing. We will do that as well. So far, so good. Once again, salam alaikum to everybody. Today is the first Friday of the month. We ask Almighty Allah to guide and protect us to see another month. We pray for our leader, Joseph Numa Baka, and let God guide and protect him so he can do the right thing in the country so that we can have a better nation.
Okay, all right.
Have a nice weekend. God bless America. God bless Liberia.
Okay. All right. So it's just very, very much important that we sincerely apologize also that we cannot take call down. You know, we have 2 segments of the show. Yeah. But Monday will be here with another edition. Coming up next is the program, the Liberty 14 Hour, here on Kings 88.5 with the man Newton Tokba. Stay tuned and don't go away.